Hey guys, good day to you. Watchman Wick coming at you. A little bit about case law. Um, we have uh, an abundance of case law that should govern the rulers of evil into the way that they should be. They should be paying attention to that. But even case law is not relevant when it comes to self-governing. Uh, the only thing that matters in self-governing is that if you've entered into a contract with somebody, then you need to do your best to honor that contract. And contracts need to be fully disclosed. Uh, we owe it to each other to not hide things to try to deceive people. So uh, I've got a case that I'm going to talk to you about real quick here. I think it's Johnson versus Robinson, Robinson versus Johnson. It's a Supreme Court case uh, where the notes that I made and took away from it is that uh, Justice Douglas, it's a man, made some comments. Well, comments. It was his decision that number one, there was a Sabbatarian who closed the business on Saturday and opened it on Sunday and was getting fined, and that is unacceptable. Now, this particular case that I mentioned is about veterans and getting benefits and conscientious objectors not getting those benefits because of their religious belief not to go to war. And these justices were finding in their favor that, hey, you can't deny a benefit because somebody has a religious belief. And I don't really agree with the word religion. I don't run from it. I think religion is the true covenant with our Creator that's been craftedly adjusted in order to lay burdens on people. And bottom line is, everybody knows in their heart what's right and wrong, and we just need to treat each other with the best respect and all that we can. And when we make mistakes, we just need to, more important than asking for forgiveness, we need to be willing to forgive. That's important. So the things that I took away in this case law, and I'll include a PDF with some highlights of my notes. Justice Douglas pointed out, first of all, that the free exercise clause bars governmental regulations of religious beliefs and such. So if you believe something strongly, first of all, the government has no real interest in doing anything. They're just supposed to keep the peace. Okay, so if you open a store on Sunday and not on Saturday, or vice versa, how does the state get injured? It doesn't. Okay, how does anybody get injured? If I believe that I'm supposed to rest on the seventh day of the week and I don't do any business, and I want to do it on the first day of the week, then just because you might believe that you shouldn't work on the first day of the week, it doesn't harm you. Stay at home. Don't do anything. You know, just run your life the way you think it should be, and let everybody else run their life the way they think it should be. So the two main points that I pulled out of this is one, a Sabbatarian was being fined for opening his business on Sunday, and that got overturned because that's unconstitutional. It's not right. And then another was a Seventh-day Adventist woman who was denied unemployment benefits because they offered her a job to work on Saturday, and she wouldn't do it. And he said the government can't penalize her for that. That's her fate. So she's faced with deciding: do I disobey what my heart tells me to do, what my conscience tells me to do, in order to put food on my table because I'm due this money? I have to reduce myself to only work at a place that doesn't respect my beliefs, or do I hold, just hold to my beliefs and then do without? Well, the answer is if you do it and it's your religious, your faith that makes you go one way when it's supposed to be another, then it's up to the system to adjust for that in your favor. So, but the bottom line is, it doesn't matter what I think and what I can bring away from this case law. You need to read it and know what you can articulate in open court, because what you can articulate in front of 12 jurors, 12 people, men and women of your peers, not just who they let fall into the room that they've selectively chosen to come into their private court, but no, in a town meeting where you can openly, everybody can ask questions and decide what you're doing. Because I had a guy, a real good friend of mine, name's Mike King. We had an issue, as I've told you before, that was between my family and another family, and he arbitrated. And even though he knew me, he's come to my house, we've gone out to eat, his family and our family have gone to church together, we've been friends for many, many years. He was able to find my family at fault, okay? And I respect a man like that, okay? He just took the evidence. Both families were able to bring forth the evidence, and in the end, he found two of his friends. He was sitting with two of his friends because, see, he knows the intent of my heart, and he knew the intent of the other gentleman's heart, and he knew how we wanted to raise our family. We also know that our children don't always do what we desire them to do. You still got to love your children. You got to see them through it. And in the end, the man made a righteous decision. And that's the kind of people I want sitting over me. If I've done something wrong, then I need to make it right, okay? If I hadn't done anything wrong, haven't injured anybody, then get off my back, and you need to pay recompense, compensation, pay me for the abuse that you've put on me. So with that, take a chance, read this case law, see if you take it away, and then become a watchman, okay? Because the time is now. Thank you. You guys have a great day.